What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 236 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. Dallas, guess what?
What? I didn't know I was actually going to be guessing.
Yeah, well, you didn't guess. You just said what. We are back with iMPACT. And tonight, we have, I believe, the final qualifying match for King of the Mountain, which is taking place in just 2 short weeks. And we know the match because it's the final 2 guys from the group that Sabisco had shown us, the group of 8. Tonight, we're throwing it back. We're going to WCW 2000, the main event scene of that era. It's the big bad booty daddy Scott Steiner flexing, doing push-ups, probably doing the titty dance. And he's taking on the icon Sting. I would have thought both these guys would be in the King of the Mountain match. Turns out I'm wrong. I feel like it's pretty obvious who is going to be going into King of the Mountain.
No.
But regardless, it'll be fun to see a showdown between these two yet again.
I'm actually really excited about this. I think this is one of the qualifying matches that seems most interesting that we've been able to see so far. Last week's, which I know we'll be talking a little bit about too, was another one where they were like, I don't know, maybe it'll be Jarrett and Raven. And then they did it, of course, and I thought it was a lot of fun. So this is another one that on paper is pretty interesting. And we will finally get what the main event is going to be. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. WCW 2000 is one of my guilty pleasures. So they wrestled quite a few times there. I don't know anything else that's going on for today's show. I don't even really know if I remember what happened last week. So, Dallas, you can just give us a refresher, and then I can be like, oh, hey, yeah, that's fun.
Okay. Sounds great. The June 1st, 2006 episode of iMPACT. First up, we saw a non-title tag team match between America's Most Wanted taking on the Naturals. And, of course, America's Most Wanted defeated them in 7 minutes and 6 seconds. And if I remember correctly, there was a beatdown and things got a little messy after the match. Handcuffs, blood.
Yeah, I think that's right. And then we also saw Shane Douglas again, right?
We did see Shane Douglas again, and he looked extremely disappointed. But we have no idea really what the whole point is with that. So I guess we will have to find out. Up next, we saw Jay Lethal defeat Alex Shelley with Kevin Nash ringside in 4 minutes and 37 seconds. And that was because Kevin Nash got up on the apron. He put his elbow up trying to assist Shelley, and instead it was countered, and Shelley ran into that elbow, and he rolled him up. Kevin Nash then got in the ring and gave Lethal a pretty nasty big boot. And, of course, he's trying to take out that X Division, it seems. He's better.
Yeah, well, the end game already, we know, is Nash and Sabin.
Yes. Well, I believe Sabin made... Is this the week that Sabin made that save? Let me double check. Or is it the week before?
It's a very good question.
Yes, Chris Sabin did run in for the save. I thought so. Nash didn't really run away, as Dave says. He kind of just got out of there while Sabin was beating up on Shelley. Sabin got on the mic and challenged him for that match. So, yeah. And then in the main event, we kind of already mentioned it. Jeff Jarrett defeated Raven in 12 minutes, 52 seconds in a King of the Ring 2006 qualifying match. And that one
King
had
of the Ring, King of the Mountain.
King of the Mountain. King of the Mountain. I literally just looked at it. I know. I literally was just looking at it, and some reason ring still came out of my mouth.
Because you're secret. This is where the truth comes out. You're secretly a WWE mock.
Mock, yeah, right.
Yeah, mock. You're watching Raw now because of Cody.
I'm actually not.
Yes, you are. You literally posted it on your Instagram story, finishing his story in like this sad face thing. It's really embarrassing.
Yeah, okay.
You did.
You fucking wish I did. Anyway, Bob's being a sort of way already in this episode, guys. So yeah, in that match, let's see. Dave has some notes here. He says it was as good as it would be possible with the Raven with the shape that he's in currently. There's virtually no attempt to make it a wrestling match. They brawled for several minutes outside the ring with weapons. Pretty good stuff. Raven eventually then got the guitar, but Zbyszko then hit the ring and stopped him from using it. Raven attacked Zbyszko, but Jarrett gave him a low blow. Jarrett then grabbed the guitar, and Zbyszko stopped him. Raven got the guitar and went to hit Jarrett, but he moved, and Zbyszko got hit instead. Jarrett then pinned Raven after hitting the stroke. It was all smoke and mirrors, but as long as you don't always do that kind of match, Dave thinks that it can work once in a while. He says in the old Nashville days, they were doing this exact same match so often that people grew numb to it, which definitely happened.
Absolutely true. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but Dallas is showing his Cody Rhodes fandom smoke and mirrors. So, you're just blatantly throwing it out there.
You're a mess. Let's see what else Dave had to say. Just like a couple small things here. He thinks that the show was a little rushed. It had a rushed feel to him early, he said. And of course we saw Steiner chase Don West into the ring. He threatened him in the beginning of the show. And Zbyszko came out and all that kind of stuff. And then Sting eventually came out kind of for that save there. And that kind of when Raven started brawling with Jarrett, it was a whole mess of things. But he does say how the crowd was clearly hot for Raven. He thought the AMW versus Naturals match was okay. He doesn't really talk. I mean, he breaks down the match, of course, but another thing that happened, Team 3D did a promo kind of in reaction to 2 weeks ago. We saw a very controversial promo from the James Gang where Kip James was wearing blackface. So and BG James was wearing a cushion underneath his shirt to look fat. So, that happened.
You could say it was really black body.
Yeah. He was covered. It was when the camera was zoomed all the way out, when they were on the arm camera, as they do for Team 3D's entrance, we thought Team 3D was coming out.
Who's we?
Dude, when it was all the way out, we were like, oh, Team 3D. And then they switched the camera and we were like, oh, shit.
I think you said that.
No, I think we both.
I am never like, oh, it's Team 3D. I'm excited. No.
Well, no, not that we're excited. We're just telling the listeners what's happening.
I knew it wasn't them the whole time.
Well, that's probably because you reviewed the show 2 years ago. But
that's probably true. Yeah.
But anyways, so they're doing. He says that this gimmick. They come across that they're a bickering married couple, and he thinks that it worked because it was meant for laughs, and they made jokes and fun stuff. And Devon made fun of Bubba for being fat, and Bubba said that it was a thyroid problem. Sorry, but it's Brother Ray. He says Bubba in the notes all the time, but and he thinks Dave kind of makes a mention that he thinks that this could potentially be mocking Raven. Because Raven has a thyroid problem.
I kind of thought that because
I didn't, but oof.
I did. I did. I remembered that was kind of the reason why he was off TV for a bit. It was the thyroid. So I was wondering if that was like a little jab.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't know. Not a jab necessarily, but like a little.
Well, but yeah. I mean, kind of
a nudge.
One other thing that happened was backstage. Mark Johnson came into the room after Daniels and Styles begged Zbyszko for a title shot again. And Mark Johnson came in and said the new face of TNA management, who we all know from our news and notes, is Jim Cornette. may be here on tonight's show, Bob. I did kind of forget that this was happening. We don't know for sure, but he might be.
There's no way.
And Johnson was reffing on the show in shorts, but in a continuity glitch, he was wearing long pants and his ref shirt when he did this walk-in, which is kind of funny. I didn't notice that, but he also maybe he just had the pants on because that's like the pre match gear, you know. And I think that's pretty much our rundown. There's like kind of a lot that happened on the show from last week, but I think overall it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I've still been pretty bummed with the overall build for Slammiversary so far.
Well, yeah, you've been a little up and down about it, which is disappointing. But you know, sometimes you can't please everyone, and by everyone I mean Bob.
Yeah, well, you know, I got to keep it real.
Well, that's just how you are. You know, you're trying to be too happy about things.
You're phony.
What?
Yeah. You just
what do you mean?
You just blindly support your favorite wrestling companies.
Wow. Wow. That's so messed up.
Are you still watching Impact present day or no?
Yeah.
There's my point.
What is that supposed to? What do you mean?
I don't know how, even on this podcast, you've been like, oh, I don't know, man, it's getting really tough to like support it. Like Santino Marella, blah, 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 these things. And then what happens? You're literally the only one that's still watching it on X TV.
That's actually not true. I know someone who just subscribed to TNA Plus so they can watch it because they don't have access.
And who would that be?
That would be my friend Nathan.
Yeah, well, he should probably go to a psych ward or something.
Knock it off. Anyways, I'm continuing here. The NBA Finals with the Miami Heat versus Dallas Mavericks over the next week or so should have a small effect on both UFC and wrestling ratings in general here. So it's pretty interesting. Very few events do, but the NFL, basketball playoffs with marquee teams, the World Series, the Final Four, and the last rounds of the NBA playoffs do siphon some viewers away from wrestling. The competition schedule is on June 8th, head-to-head with both UFC and TNA, which was hoping, with the Sting and Steiner one, with the UFC lead-in and all that, to end up doing a record number. And they're hoping that they'll still come close to that anyways. But then on June 11th, head-to-head with ECW One Night Stand is, let's see. There's just more sports on, I guess. He doesn't, specify. And then on June 13th, head-to-head with ECW's debut on Sci-Fi, which should have a tiny effect. And Game 4 is on June 15th, which is head-to-head with the 2-hour last episode of The Ultimate Fighter. Now, if there is a Game 5, it would go against TNA's pay-per-view. A Game 6 would go against the second ECW show on Sci-Fi. And a 7th game would go against TNA on June 22nd.
What time are we on right now? 9?
What do you mean?
No,
we're on at 11. We're on 11.
Okay, so 11 on Thursday. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if Dave understands sports or anything, but those games would probably be over by 11.
You hope so.
For the most part. They're starting probably at 8 Eastern. They would be winding down before Impact would be starting. Pretty close to it. Like, they're not going to fucking midnight. Like a baseball game back then. Like, those could take forever, but yeah, so I don't think I buy in the at least for Impact's sake, the direct competition type of deal for TV. I wouldn't buy into that.
I'll take your word for it. Because I don't do the sports.
Now, for those who are wondering, the Miami Heat and Dallas Mavericks, this would be the version of Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade and Shaq.
Oh.
Again, Dirk Nowitzki and that group of guys. And the Miami Heat would win that, I believe, in 6 games.
Oh, okay.
So.
I do love the sports, Bob, as you know.
No, you don't.
Nope, not really. The June 3rd Ultimate Fighter replay did a 0.6 rating, and the TNA Impact replay did a 0.7. It's the second week in a row that TNA has hit 2 million viewer mark between the two airings. And then more rating talk here. The TNA Impact did a 1.05 rating and a 1.2 million viewers, considered strong since the rating and viewership was identical, even against the marquee NBA game. It also did a 1.71 rating in males 18 to 34, which is about 449,000 viewers, the second best figure in its history. With the replay, more people in that demo watch Impact than SmackDown, and the ratings for Thursday Impact at 11 p.m. and Friday SmackDown at 8 p.m. are almost identical. Now, most of SmackDown's advantage in viewers is because more homes get UPN than Spike. In males 25 to 34, the 2.11 rating was a TNA record and the second highest rated show in every key male adult demo in the NBA game in that hour, or to that NBA game in that hour. The rating pattern was the same as every week. They opened at 1.17 for Steiner and Jarrett, threatening down west and the AMW versus Naturals match. The fall to 1.02 wasn't as pronounced as usual for the Shelley versus Lethal match with Nash Angle and Sabin's involvement, and promos with Team 3D and Christian dropped to 0.97, and then the Jarrett Raven main event had a slight pickup to a 1.02.
Sounds like Raven's a draw.
Raven is a draw, baby, as he should be.
Yeah, good for him. Thyroid and everything.
Yeah, see, he can still go hard.
Fantastic.
More interesting news here for you. Terry Taylor was officially named Director of Talent Relations. He's been kind of the unofficial person in that slot this whole time, but his role is to be in charge of contract negotiations and signing new talent. He's going to be working full-time in Nashville and will probably move from Atlanta. It's considered a step upward for Taylor, and being in Nashville full-time will likely make him more powerful when it comes to direction. How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I feel about Terry Taylor being any sort of authority. You said talent relations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means he's hiring and firing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I trust him to make the right decisions. I'm gonna say that he won't last in that position more than 18 months.
Oh wow.
That's just a guess.
Well, you never know. You never know what will happen. Okay, I got two more for you here before we can get into the show. I had one more, but I think I'm going to save this one for during the show. I think it makes a lot more sense when I just was rereading it. Okay, it was largely expected Marvin Ward would take over as the main Southeastern house show promoter. Ward, who works with Dave Hebner, and Hebner left Hermie Sadler in a split, sent out a press release stating that he had meetings to discuss promoting TNA shows, but declined the offer. He's apparently done several shows in recent weeks that have topped 1,000 fans, using people like the Steiners and the James Gang, as well as Dennis Condrey and Bobby Eaton, and other Southeastern and ex-WCW nostalgia acts. Delirious hasn't. I don't know why this is a very random note, I feel like, but Delirious has not signed a contract here. So both he and Matt Sydal were given indication that TNA would sign them to 1 year. I feel like he didn't do an enter here. I feel like this is I thought this was all one note, but reading it again, Yeah, so both he and Matt Sydal were given indication that TNA would sign them to a 1-year deal right after they were leaving for the Wrestling Society X pilot tapings in January. Delirious didn't appear on the pilot, and he told them that he was going to sign with TNA. However, TNA wanted the rights to his name and gimmick, so he never signed. Now, TNA offered him another deal in March, and as the compromise, the similar deal with Loki is that he'd keep his name for the Indies, but he'd work as Kamikaze for TNA. But he turned that down in the deal as well.
Okay, this is just baffling. We've seen Delirious before, but not recently.
No, dude, it's been a while.
And Fidelity Kamikaze?
No, I think that's Delirious.
Delirious would be? Huh. I don't know. That all just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. Delirious doesn't overly interest me, so I'm not bummed out about that.
Yeah, I'm personally not a big Delirious fan.
No, I mean, one time I watched I think it was an hour, a match between Delirious and CM Punk that went an hour.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, IWA Mid-South in front of about 14 fans. And, yeah, that was not fun for an hour. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just the Delirious character. Just doesn't really...
I think that's what it is for me, too.
Doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah. I got my final note for you, and Bob, you're going to really like this one. Okay. Don't expect Johnny Fairplay back. Because there was a piece in USA Today about him being drunk and making an ass of himself as some sort of get-together. Or I'm assuming say at some sort of get-together. He was quoted in the story saying that he got paid $150,000 for 1 year, and he was only used 4 times. And then they renewed him for a second year at $150,000 and never used him once. Dave says, I can't vouch for the figure or the numbers of dates, but the basis of what he said was accurate. He then thanked the company while making fun of them at the same time.
It's an end of an era.
Yeah, that's it. We're officially done with Johnny Fairplay.
Was he getting paid for that whole year?
I mean, he must have.
All because Dusty liked him.
Yeah, I guess.
He got D-Ray 3000 a fucking contract.
Oh my god, dude! Do you remember that? WWE's interested in D-Ray 3000.
You gotta sign him. They're like, oh my god, okay, and they use him 5 times after that.
Oh my god, it is so funny. But yeah, that covers us for our pre-show notes. I am looking forward to getting this episode of Impact Sting vs. Steiner, and just 2 weeks away from Slammiversary.
Yay. As Mojo Rawley would say, get hyped, stay hyped. Right? Is that right? You're on mute, bro.
I was on mute. Sorry. Well, when you're going to do countdowns and stuff, I try to mute, and I thought you were about to do it. But yeah, get hyped, stay hyped, Mojo, bro.
I'm trying to have a discussion with you. Just fucking block me out.
Who likes Mojo Rawley, though? Anyone really like him?
I do.
You do not?
He's an Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner.
Okay.
He should have been champion of WWE Speed, because anything after 3 minutes is not good. Anyway, let's watch the June 8th, 2006 edition of Impact. The approximate runtime for this is 42 minutes and 52 seconds. If you want to watch along with us, head over to TNA Plus or find it in your own personal collection. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say play, that is when this watch along shall begin. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
This is TNA. It's a new phase of professional wrestling. We're getting a highlight of Raven and Jarrett, which is probably going to make this match look like at least 5 stars. I was born ready. Yes, I'm ready. Now Sting and Steiner hype package, because of course we know that match. This big bad booty dad is going to take you out. Ooh, we're starting off with Sting speaking backstage here. He called him a pig and slop. It's showtime. I'm Stinger. Well, that was a cool promo. Now we're backstage with JB interviewing or holding the microphone for Jarrett and Steiner. It's a lot less exciting. He's in his office with the Slammiversary poster in the background. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Sting's face is fucking front and center of the Slammiversary poster. So, what's that tell you, Bob?
He's going for the world title.
Yeah. Although Monty Brown is on it too.
Well, there you go.
And as we know, they just screwed that dude.
Tonight, Scott Steiner versus Sting. We saw Abyss pinning Rhino to qualify. We saw Rod Killings pin Monty Brown to qualify. And we've seen Jeff Jarrett defeat Raven to qualify for June 18th. King of the Mountain main event at Slammiversary. That's right, 10 days. That's a lie. Yes, no, I'm right. 10 days away. Slammiversary.
Dude, is the pyro budget more this week?
I don't know what. It's because it's Sting, dude.
There it is. Sting versus Scott Steiner. And Steiner looks like he's already on his way out to the ring.
We're doing WrestleMania 14 entrances here with Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels getting the walk in. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, there you go. Look at me, baby. Look at my muscles. Yeah. Oh, and he fucking pushed the camera. It's a fine. Hello.
That's right. Steiner coming out first. We're starting off.
His entrance doesn't say "holler if you hear me."
That's the WWE one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Scott Steiner coming out with Gail Kim.
Dude.
What?
Could you imagine Gail Kim and Scott Steiner in a relationship?
Knock it off.
It's like the perfect fucking couple.
The perfect male athlete and the perfect female athlete.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
It was the goal since his beginning time here that he wanted to make sure that Sting was not part of the equation. And here's his opportunity here tonight, guys. Dude looks like $1 million.
He fucking does, dude. This is ridiculous. Steiner looking fucking so good.
Sting making his way to the ring. King of the Ring qualifying match.
Why does Sting just hang in the rafters? I don't understand that.
That's where he's most comfortable.
Yeah, but
from Venice Beach, California.
There's no catering.
Well, he was really happy with the reaction he just got. He did the, ooh, yeah.
I will tell you right now, listening to Penzer do a ring announcing, he dragged out that is for a long time.
Is Sting.
Yeah, I was starting to think that his name was Is.
That's good shit. This man promises he's going to turn TNA around. They show fans that look very bored. This is kind of crazy that here in 2006, we're seeing Scott Steiner and Sting in a 6-sided TNA ring.
Yeah. Steiner
right.
should have been here probably 4 years ago.
I mean, yeah, he should have been. It's not like what he did in WWE was like good.
He did not. It was really nothing. He had 2 horrible matches with Triple H on pay-per-view.
Is that all he did, really?
Well, then he teamed with Test, and they both abused Stacy Keibler, and then he left.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
So.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad back when it happened. So what's that tell you?
Yeah, because like originally he was like, protecting Stacy or whatever, and then something happened, and he was like, you know what, Tess, you're right. She was a bitch or something, and like they just turned on her. I was like, oh, what?
Now look who the referee is. We got Earl Hebner as the referee. So even a more bizarre statement to add to this.
Boy Earl.
Scott Steiner Sting in 2006 in a 6-sided TNA ring with Earl Hebner as the referee.
That's right.
What?
Your childhood just all in one.
It's so unique in its form. Sting is the early offensive flurry. Now, I can't hear the fans too good here, Bob, but I want you to pay attention to, or try to pay attention to some things they chant at him during this match, because Dave even makes note of it with how bad the fans were to him during this set of tapings.
To Steiner?
Yeah. I'll save it so we can see if we notice anything.
Okay, well, Sting just hit Steiner with a chair, and Earl Hebner was basically just smiling at Sting the whole time. Not really doing his job.
Dropping Steiner on the guardrail.
I actually have one indie note for Scott Steiner.
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah, May 20th, Scott teamed up with Rick, the Steiner brothers. They defeated the Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton, and Dennis Condrey inside of a steel cage for a promotion called TNT in Virginia.
That must be what I was talking about with that note. With Marvin Ward.
I have no idea.
Recent weeks, he says he used both of those teams and stuff, so it must be. Steiner dropping the elbow on Sting. Oh, instead of he gets off the 2 count, does the push-ups. Oh, we're going on at midnight next week. They actually told us, so that's good to know.
Okay, so then there's going to be even more likely of a chance of them not directly competing with basketball.
Yeah, that made me wonder if that's why.
Could be.
Steiner's
Steiner
got
with a crossface. He's watching Benoit matches. I can't hear what they're saying.
Okay, then let's just talk about it.
It's like muffled.
Apparently, during this set of tapings, and it could have been during promos as well, they were chanting things like steroids, where's your chest, and even hair plugs.
Oh my god, the "where's your chest" is funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. Way to go. Where's his chest? Well, it's caved in.
Oof. They were just talking about that Samoa Joe DVD at the bottom of the screen there, and I have a note about that, actually. No, about him. There's also a note about the DVD, but that's for next week, so you have to wait for it. Samoa Joe is back doing limited house show dates, so his knee is apparently okay. He spent a few weeks doing physical therapy in California with Dr. Tommy Chow.
Oh, no. Well, you can hear the steroids chant right now.
See, we just had to be patient. Where's your chest is not a chant I would have expected, but, where is it?
I wonder what happened to cause it to be so caved in.
Well,
You've said before it's because like lifting heavy weights or something.
It can be like lifting too heavy of weights, which in Steiner's case, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened.
Yeah.
Sting is on the top. He just knocks Steiner off, and here goes with a leaping clothesline. Okay. That's right. That's a good point. I didn't really think about that. If Steiner's in, Jarrett definitely has an advantage because Steiner is the hired assassin. Nice drop kick by Sting, taking out Steiner. You're telling me that, by the way, that Sting doesn't have any indie notes?
I mean, I don't know why that would be a surprising thing. To be honest with you, I didn't even check Sting because he never has indie notes.
There's no way. I was just messing. There's no way that dude got indie notes.
Yeah. Okay. One, four. These are literally just TNA dates. Yeah. It's hilarious. You look at there's 16 in 2006, and it's just like 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3. He ain't working nowhere else.
Gail Kim just got on the back of Sting. She got flipped off, and now Jarrett's even in the ring. Oh my God, Bob, this is it. The stroke. Oh, I thought he was going to counter that in some way, but he didn't.
Considering I was in a different screen for a second, when I tuned back in, it looked like it was Shane Douglas for like a second.
Wow, that bright yellow shirt.
Yeah. Come on, Scotty. Earl, wake up.
Slick Johnson with the run-in. Oh my God, I didn't think he actually kicked out.
Are we going to get a Slick Johnson Earl Hebner feud or what?
I think we're getting Slick Johnson versus the world here, to be honest.
Snap suplex. Oh, he's what? The Three Amigos?
Oh. I thought he was going to keep doing it. Scorpion Death Drop.
I think he was going to, and then Sting countered.
Oh, Jarrett just pulled Slick out and boom, punched him right in the face. That's a $10,000 fine.
My God.
Oh, here we go. He's holding Sting on the apron. And Scott Steiner comes. Sting ducks, knocks Jarrett. Why did Jarrett not bum?
Because he's Jeff Jarrett, dude.
Roll up, but Jarrett broke it up. I guess that's why.
We ain't doing a clean job for a fucking qualifier.
What? Okay, well, they're double teaming Sting, but Sting just took both of them out. Okay, referees have officially disqualified Scott Steiner.
Jarrett's dumb. You're like, what?
Yeah, that is weird, huh?
I can't hit him? What the hell?
Sting advances. Oh, Jarrett and Steiner are getting back in the ring to go after the Stinger. But we officially know our Slammiversary main event now, Bob.
Yeah. Is Samoa Joe going to make a save or what?
Oh, he's got to. Now remember, he's working again, but he was injured. Not at this taping; it was the one before this. So hopefully he's doing okay. No, it's Ron Killings.
Oh my God! What are we doing? Come on, Ron.
He's in the match. I guess it makes sense. Whoa!
Okay, well that was a nice fucking.
That is pretty cool. Oh, but here comes Abyss and Father James Mitchell. So I forgot Abyss was in the match.
So Christian will come out then?
Christian. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. Axe kick by Ron Killings.
Ron is taking out Abyss too? Oh, of course Jarrett's got to get the heat.
Well, yeah.
Of course. Should have known. is Christian gonna get his entrance like a theme song?
Oh, like a.
And like he'll literally do the 10-second countdown as Ron is
That's just like Jeff Hardy coming out and dancing when Matt Hardy's getting his ass beat. Oh no,
there
here
he
comes
is.
Christian.
No music. This feels like something you would do on the Go Home show.
Well, and that's what I mentioned to you last week, I think it was, where we're going to kind of get the match here, but then what do they do on next week's show? Because if this was the way Impact ended the Go Home show, that's a good ending.
Right. Well, I kind of wish there was 6 guys in the match, because then you could do like a 3 versus 3.
Is there always 5?
I think it's always 5, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Steiner's got a microphone. I should be in the King of the Mountain. Oh, he's not leaving. He said, anyone can come and try to stop me. I'm not leaving the show.
Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe is scheduled next, apparently.
Okay.
So
that pretty much tells us that that's going to happen.
Yeah, because Christy Hemme said in that little preview video, well, Skinner's not leaving and Samoa Joe's scheduled next, so we'll see what happens. So that's cool.
I really wish I had Christy Hemme's job. He's so good.
Oh, look at this. It's official. AJ and Daniels versus AMW.
Last chance.
Kevin Nash versus Chris Sabin. Slammiversary, this is the one.
Okay, so last chance, I would imagine Styles and Daniels are winning. So I don't like the last chance gimmick.
If they do, we're going to have, I think, a very good discussion.
Probably. Oh, this shit. Scott Steiner, kill him. Let's go.
Kill him.
Come on. Either way, Samoa Joe could do it too.
Yeah, we don't talk about this guy.
We will not reference this man's name.
He's like scum of the earth.
Yeah, he's really bad.
Why do I don't know? Did no one know at the time? Like, why are we doing this anyway?
No, so this is before.
Oh, okay.
The situation.
Fine. TNA does seem to be very safe about that because with fucking Rob, here comes Samoa Joe. There is a bigger knee brace than normal on that leg, which is actually what he wears nowadays. Like those are the style he wears. This has got to be Slammiversary match, right? Joe and Steiner. Don't look at me, boy.
Dude, look at the caved-in chest. I can't stop looking at it from a side view.
I think that's why he got the tattoo, right?
Oh yeah.
His chest doesn't look as good. Okay, he pie-faced Samoa Joe twice, and now Joe's going after him. We're trading punches. Bob, I have a question for you. As we're seeing a pull apart here between Joe and Steiner, do you think that the Sting versus Scott Steiner match was better than Scott Steiner versus Triple H?
Well, I'd have to rewatch the Steiner Triple H.
I haven't seen it since it happened.
The first match at the Royal Rumble is literally Scott Steiner doing 35 suplexes. So, if I had to guess, I mean, probably.
Look, this is crazy. There's so many security guards trying to pull these guys apart. Oh, there's Terry Taylor. Talent Relations. He's like, guys, you're not going to get a new contract if you don't stop this.
Holla! You hear me? I really wish that it would have the holla.
I mean, I like that part too, but... Oh, what's new from Paparazzi Productions? Let's see. Game plan. Oh, he's talking about Sabin coming out, falling right into the trap. Nash is making fun of Sabin, and so is Shelley. 3 keys of life. Game plan Sabin. Warm-up match, I see. with Sabin something. Oh, wait, step 2. Wait, scout. Oh, he's going to scout Sabin's match later tonight. And the last thing, next week, warm-up match with Sabin type star next week. So Kevin Nash is going to be wrestling on Impact next week. Find someone who looks like Sabin, wrestles like Sabin.
Who would be a clone?
Next week on Impact. I'm trying to read it. Only on Spike TV. The X Division debut. X Division star. Size matters on a pole match.
What?
Size matters. It's like a pole thing. I get it. Dude, Shelley is such a funny, like, little stooge guy with Kevin. Whoa.
I feel like we're gonna see Mikey Bats.
Oh, the Larry Zbyszko here with JB. We got to see it. Samoa Joe versus Scott Steiner at Slammiversary. Matchmaking is a process. We got to put thoughts into this. Oh, you're slick. We're gonna have a decision on the Scott Steiner Samoa Joe match within the hour. They just said the new guy is here and he's gonna make the decision for him. That's why we're gonna be able to get that match made.
They're not gonna show him on TV.
I don't think so either, but here comes Sonjay Dutt, and I want to point out, I don't recall seeing the TNA logo on the ramp last week when we noticed that the ramp was new. So I don't know if they added something else or if I didn't see it. Actually, it's the same taping, so. Oh, boy.
Conan's at ringside. That is Jerrelle Clark, it looks like.
Yes, it is. But Conan being ringside is about to be very interesting. I want to see how the other side lives, because you guys have us like a bunch of J-Brones over there. He points to the Spanish announce area. We're over there. We can't get no love. He's making fun of them having snacks.
I like how Conan was like, you guys can't come over here, but I can come over there. Yeah, right.
We're tired of being underpaid and underappreciated. Well, the focus is very much on the Conan promo and commentary more than this match, but. Do you have any Latinos in any powers of position in this company? Producers, agents, anything? Holy shit, the stuff he's saying, dude. Oh, they're saying on his headset, Mike Tenay says that Conan is using the airwaves to further his political agenda. Sonjay Dutt has a nice octopus stretch in on Jerrelle Clark. Oh, nice counter out of it by Jerrelle Clark. I'm staying out of it, though. Nice head scissor by Jerrelle Clark. We haven't seen Jerrelle in quite some time.
I feel like it's been a little while. There is one indie note for Sonjay Dutt. June 3rd, he defeated Alex Shelley at a children's benefit show in Toms River, New Jersey.
Okay.
The all can't be exciting, I guess.
Yeah. Sonjay springboard dropkick. Nice.
Sonjay keeping control here. Elbow. Atomic drop. running heel kick.
He's saying that he opened Moody Jack's eyes on commentary. Nice drop kick. Look at Tanae. Why don't you have us next to you guys? If you... Tanae's like, okay, so Sonjay Dutt's in the ring.
We pivot.
Yeah, dude. Whoa. Wow, Tanae is he's kind of pushing it here. Sonjay recently graduated. Now that's someone to be proud of. Jerrelle, Mr. 630 on the top. Is he going for it? He is, but oh God, he missed. Dutt moved out of the way.
I love the fucking facial cell there by Jerrelle.
Well, because I don't know if he was selling.
He was definitely selling.
Well, yeah, but it looked nasty. Standing shooting star press. Dutt gets the win.
I feel like not hitting your opponent on a 630 is not. Doesn't feel good.
No, that's what I mean. I have a random note for you, Bob, that's X Division related. Loki has finished up his last Noah tour, and he will now be working full time in TNA. Oh, Kevin Nash is here. Check out that tie-dye. What's the final decision on Scott Steiner's Mojo? Another note that I can tell you now, too, Bob. Dixie Carter has officially given birth on June 1st. So,
congratulations.
That's her second child.
Could you imagine if they're hyping up this Joe Steiner thing, and then at the end of it, they're just like, it is not going to happen at Slammer.
There's not going to be a match.
It's not going to happen.
We're seeing a Samojo DVD trailer here.
It might happen at a later date, but you can't even commit.
It'll happen at Bound for Glory in October.
Jesus.
If you guys are following along, by the way, we are 27 minutes, 27 seconds, and we are down in South Philly with Team 3D for a promo. He's talking about song lyrics right now. This is the bingo hall that we've been talking about for a long time. And there it is. There's ECW Arena. And I believe they might be there for the next UWF show. I think, isn't that what this is? Or is this something else?
The UWF show is not.
Oh, no.
It's during this weekend.
Is this like another hardcore homecoming situation?
No.
What are they doing there?
They have a show at the arena on wait a minute. This is on like Saturday, I think. So they're probably set up for that show to happen this weekend, and they did a pre-tape.
Thou shalt not mess with Team 3. Oh my God, they just lit the floor on fire.
And it says 3D. I feel like that's not safe.
I think it was cool. I was trying to see if there's a note about that promo, but even for next week, I don't see nothing. So, anyway. Here comes Team Canada with Scott D'Amore and... Oh, that is Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, so Hardcore War is on June 9th. So it's like...
Oh, okay.
The next day.
So this is Eric Young, Bobby Roode, A1, and D'Amore in the most ridiculous sweatsuit. I thought he was Simon Diamond when he came out. I'm not going to lie. Oh, he's got Twinkies or something, and Roode says no.
D'Amore just screamed, "I need sugar."
Oh, hail Sabin.
All right. Well, I feel like Kevin Nash will be getting involved in this.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's in the building. Here comes Chris Sabin. During the entrances here, Bob, I'll let you know that the company has released new dates for the rest of the year. There's TV tapings on August 14th for 3 shows, on September 4th for 3 shows, on September 25th for 2, And a lot of other dates that we don't really need to, I guess, read all of those. But more importantly, they added pay-per-view dates. No Surrender on September 24th, Bound for Glory on October 22nd, Genesis on November 19th, and Turning Point on December 10th.
So I guess we're staying in business.
Yeah, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of TV tapings, but who cares? But there is the mix of 2 and 3 shows at each taping, so. BG James and Kip James look to be Sabin's partner here, which is odd. I already see how this show's ending, Bob. Team 3D run in, Kevin Nash run in. Oh, James King is coming to the bingo hall, they said. Bingo, he does suck it. This is Kip James. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. One of the worst catchphrases I've ever heard.
He's trying to get that over.
It is on the back of their shirt, though. That's okay.
He's trying. Speaking of trying, here's A1.
Oh, wait. I don't know if you just heard that. Mike Tenay said they're facing off in something called as the Bingo Hall Brawl.
So a street fight.
Yeah. What in the world?
It's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be vicious.
Thou shall not mess with Team 3D. Do you have any indie notes before I give you my last note of the show? Because I don't know where else I'm going to say it.
I do. Chris Sabin. On June 2nd, Sabin wrestled Abyss to a no contest for Northeast Wrestling in Danbury, Connecticut. And the special referee for that was Tommy Dreamer.
Oh. Bingo Hall Brawl.
Yeah. And June 8th, Sabin competed in the Premier Cup for PCW Premier Cup Fighting Spirit in Canada. He made it all the way to the finals. In the first round, he defeated Antonio Scorpio Jr. In the semifinals, he defeated Mike Angels. But in the finals, Chris Sabin lost to Mentallo. That's Sabin's Indian notes. I can check Rude here. Sometimes he has 5. Okay. Let's see, and no, that's not really relevant or important. So no, I think we're good.
Oh my God. Kevin Nash and Alex Shelley are scouting the match, as they said, but they are on a cherry picker across the arena. Oh my God.
This is a bizarre main event.
Yeah, and I think it's literally here because of the other teams and people these guys are feuding with. Look at Nash. Oh my God, dude. Show me something. Dude, that's so funny.
So they start with Sting and Steiner to try to pop a bigger quarter hour.
Yeah, so they coming off Ultimate Fighter and starting with Sting and Steiner. So they were trying to get like a real big popper in the beginning. I'm not sure if we have a note next week on what the rating actually was, but I guess we will find out on our next episode.
I don't know how big of a true rating draw Sting and Steiner would be.
Well, right, I don't know. Bob, I got one final note for you for today's show.
Okay.
Apparently, it's being reported at this time that there will not be a Raven versus Larry Zbyszko hair versus hair match at Slammiversary as it was originally talked about. And not only that, Raven won't even be wrestling on the show, but will appear in some form on it, as will Zbyszko.
Okay.
I feel like that's a mistake.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do it there. Unless they just drag it out to like a secondary pay-per-view.
Oh, TNA just confirmed that it's official. Next week, Kevin Nash will be making his X Division debut.
Well, that's official, but what about fucking Joe and Steiner? It's an anniversary.
We're waiting to find out.
Yeah, we only have 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the show.
Quick scoop and a slam.
Goes to the corner. Oh, middle rope. Rude taking his sweet time. And he asks, who's the man? And it's him, because he just hit a knee drop. 1, 2. Sabin kicking out at 2. 2!
Look at them watching in the corner. Dude, it's so funny.
You're just easily entertained.
You got to admit, the Kevin Nash X Division stuff is funny.
Yeah, I mean, it is funny. Never said it wasn't.
USA. USA. At least they're actually Canadian. A1 takes out Sabin with a corner clothesline there. Goes for the cover. That's a 2. Rudy Charles says a 2. Oh, wait, Bob, we might see Jim Cornette.
Don't know. We don't know that.
We might see the new TNA management authority figure as Eric Young does a nice elbow.
Impossible. It's not going to happen. I would be shocked. I mean, what's the point of hyping it up for the pay-per-view and then being like, oh, by the way.
I don't know. Could you imagine Samoa Joe and Scott Steiner?
Could you imagine if this match went another 5 minutes and 10 seconds?
I don't think it's going to, but
It should never have happened.
I wouldn't say it's bad. I just think like it's random, like you said. Like,
Yeah, there's no. Why am I like? There's no reason for me to even pay attention to this. Just wrestling. Ugh. Who watches a wrestling show for wrestling? Ugh.
TNA says we anticipate on having official word during this broadcast on the Samoa Joe versus Steiner match. That being said, I wonder, do you think there's a commercial squeezed in there that they're really trying to like hang people on for? Guess we'll find out, but
Oh, I'm sure. I'm Kip, bitch.
I'm Kip James, bitch.
Cleaning house, tossing people, clothesline in the corner. Big splash, the A1 in the corner. Tilt the world slam on Bobby Roode. What is going on? The one Billy Gunn is fucking fired up. Oh, well, BG's now and then.
Oh, nice
dive by Sabin to Eric Young. Oh, Kip. Oh, I missed the splash. What the fuck?
It was like a cutter, but like stunner, kind of.
More like a stunner.
Oh, hockey stick is a
No,
toss.
come on. Don't. Where's Rhino? There he is.
Oh, yeah, I forgot these guys are feuding.
I forgot because it was so good.
That's right, Rhino versus D'Amore and Rude at Slammiversary in a handicap match. That's right.
Oh. The Famouser. Hope Sabin getting tagged in.
Oh, I thought he was just sitting on him, but he did a leg drop. And that's a 3 count.
It's A1 clean. Look at that. Did that show anything to you, Kevin Nash? You jerk.
I thought that I was pretty positive that they just told the crowd to suck it, but they were telling Kevin Nash.
Yeah, why would they tell?
I don't know. That's
What the fuck? Are they doing Shawn Michaels and Diesel taunt there?
Yeah, kind of.
Sabin better win than Slammiversary.
Kip has the flag between his legs. You ain't nothing, Sabin yells to him.
Ain't nothing. You're just a giant.
Look at him lowering.
Slowly.
That's amazing.
That's funny.
Oh, I hear music. What is happening?
Is that Christy Hemme?
Yep.
Why the fuck is Christy Hemme getting an entrance right now?
And why did she just get a pop? People pop
Yeah,
for her.
what? Is it because they've seen her naked? It's probably because they've seen her naked. Okay.
Whoa. All of a sudden, she's
Jesus.
Bob's favorite. She does a split on the apron.
Oh, Gail. Gail's my favorite.
Where is she just...
What? Why did she do a split on the apron?
Whoa.
For nothing?
She put her leg up on the
Okay.
ring announcer's table, and he pulled out a letter from her boot. Can I open the envelope? Okay.
Don doesn't even know how to open the envelope.
What if it just says yes? It's just big yes. Oh, the new face of TNA management has given him this letter. Oh, you'll see my Slammiversary. Not only are we getting King of the Mountain.
Oh, he's standing on something. Samoa Joe.
He's talking about Samoa Joe, the man who showed up at Slammiversary and has never been pinned. It's official. Samoa Joe Scott Steiner at Slammiversary. The crowd's going pretty nuts.
There's
for
the
that,
trademark high five there. That's like a meme.
Oh, that's the one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we're ending with a highlight package. Okay, awesome. What did you think of that episode, Bob?
That was not bad.
I liked it. I thought that was a fun episode.
Give that a mild thumbs up.
Thumbs up from me as well.
That main event was...
Well, and the match, to be fair, the match before it was literally because of the Conan promo. It's not like the match you watch this one for is strictly the Sting and Steiner match, which, by the way, I don't think was bad.
No. Like Nash was good. I mean, yeah, it was.
And we just went off the air right there. And all right, cool. I'm feeling pretty good. We have one more week left before Slammiversary, and then we are going to be covering the 4-year anniversary show. It's pretty crazy.
Can't wait. So excited.
Me too. I'm very
Can't wait
excited
for another 3-hour fucking show.
I think it's going to be a good one. I don't think it's going to be like Sacrifice. So
We'll see.
well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's
And
for
that's
you guys.
We gotta watch one more episode first.
Yeah, right, of course. Yeah, well, there's only one way to do that is to wrap up this one. So we will see you guys again for the June 15th edition of Impact. Until then, for Dallas Gridley, I'm Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.